Hello, I am Chris Rivers and I'm here doing a lyric breakdown on Shine because it is Shine Week, a whole week dedicated towards Shine so we could just give it more attention and shine our lights on the world in a non-cheesy way, of course. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lyric breakdown and I'm gonna break down the lyrics just like I broke down what lyric breakdown meant, and it's gonna be fantastic. Woke up on a new day, yoga, then I get up in that butte, yeah. You know, you wake up on a new day. I think that anytime that you are going to enter some butte, that you should do yoga first. You should stretch, you should be limber. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't go in cold. And I think that, with this line, I'm really stressing that. And it's important. Little sign for the Blu-ray, smoke clips while avoiding what the news say, yeah. Okay, so I'm a conspiracy theorist. I am, so I don't know if y'all heard of Project Bluebeam, and even the word conspiracy theorist is a conspiracy. Like the CIA invented that word to describe. Anyway, but I'm not even gonna go into it. But smoke clips while avoiding what the news say. Like that's all. Like there's clips in the news, and they use a lot of smoke screens. I know it's another conspiracy thing, but anyway, smoke clips, like smoking a clip, and also the smoke screens in the clips of the news, but avoiding that by trying to be awakened and and this is after the yoga. So started popping because I do things, say they love you but it's subtle when the mood change, yeah. I'm befuddled by the humans, leave urge catch me fucking on the Hubble with my boo thing. Started popping because I do things, that's just a fact. Say they love you but it's subtle when the mood change. That's pretty direct, man. Like at least in my life, I realized, people, I always thought there would be defining moments when either you were betrayed or when you grew out of like a certain relationship with people, but it's usually very subtle nuances that show you those, intricate paths that are laid out that you have to traverse and pick the best one or not. I'm befuddled by the humans, leave Earth, catch me fucking on the Hubble with my boo thing. Well, befuddled, I just been really eager to use that in a verse, one, and then I'm befuddled by the humans. So like I'm saying humans, obviously. Befuddled means like confused and flabbergasted by them. But yeah, I just feel like humans in general, plus humane is a word used to describe a sort of treatment or action that reflects human behavior, which is implicated on the fact that we're kind and we're just and we're just so nice and like humane treatment, but I'm befuddled by it, whether it be animals or whether it be other people or whether it be white supremacists. Yeah, so like I'm befuddled by the humans, leave Earth, catch me fucking on the Hubble with my boo thing. So it's pretty direct. It's indicative of that previous yoga butte line, and I think it's important to know that if I was gonna leave the planet, the only thing I'm bringing is my lady, and it's not to say that she's a thing or that she has no choice in the matter, but yeah, we out. And if you look through a Hubble telescope, you might see some stuff. Luke Kane kicks through the roof. If your roof ain't hit, then you lose. Cool chain hit, then you loose. Minded. Success is the key goal. Hit a nigga with your dreams in the deep throat. Luke Kane kicks through the roof. If your roof ain't hit, then you lose. I grew up watching and playing a lot of Mortal Kombat. It just sounded cool to say Liu Kang kicked through the roof, and just the visualization of it. Like you want to break through your limitations through the metaphorical roof that you placed above you to block out the stars in the sky. You're one of those stars. So if you're gonna break through it, it might as well be a Liu Kang kick. Okay, if your cool chain hit, then you're loose minded. Success is the key goal. Yeah, so there's a misconception about the value of woman, and I wanted to almost act like I was playing into it, but I said loose-minded. It's empowering to meet any person, and as a male, meeting a woman that has intellect and those things, it just makes the vibe so much better. And I said success is the key goal, so it's the key goal. It's major key to life. Success is what you want. It's the biggest goal. It's the key goal. But a Kegel is also exercise that women could use to clench. Yeah, so like it's it basically, I gotta do it. It's the bee's knees, and if you learn how to Kegel during coitus, it's just It's just everything. But yeah, success is the key goal. So I thought that was a good wordplay there, because we're talking about tightness. Hit a nigga with your dreams in the deep throat. Now this one is I'm really just literally saying, tell me about your dreams, and then maybe, you can hang, do your thing. I ain't got too much fame. We the same. Heads in pain, using too much brain. So yeah, you can hang, do your thing. I ain't got too much fame. This is right after the deep throat line. Now, typically, post deep throat, a lot of people ask the doer of the throating to leave, but I'm reinforcing this narrative that you could hang, do your thing. I ain't got too much fame, I'm not at this level of celebrity where it's like, leave, like you had my manhood in your esophagus, but you could go now that I'm finished. Like, no, like, I ain't got too much fame. We the same. Heads in pain, using too much brain. Now, I could go in depth about all the entendres with brain and deep throat, but it's true. Like, we are the same. Your head's in pain from using too much brain. We thinking too much, we thinking way too much. And even when you kick people, like, stop, this is a whole other person. Like, just chill. Let's just vibe. Stop thinking so much. Let's just have a good time. I've been deprived, I drift inside my mind, revealed the plot that sits inside the lines, but I define existence, I'm divine, then pigs roll up and treat us like we're swine. I've been deprived, I drift inside my mind. I'm basically just saying, like, in regards to that overthinking line, like, I've had a lot of things in my life that's been, deprived from me, you know what I mean? Whether it be financial things or emotional things or lively things or even a balanced diet, clearly, So, like, I drift inside my mind. I tend to overthink. I only view life through the lens that I have, and is it indicative of pain? Am I forcing myself to see it that way? Like, these are the thoughts that I have, and I'm drifting in my mind. Reveal the plot that sits inside the lines, but I define existence. I'm divine. Like, I think that fundamentally the powers that be don't want us to realize our worth, you know what I mean? And you have to read between the lines to really see things. Like, if these people, and I'm talking about the people in power, if they control the media, the food, the medical, like literally every platform that we could consume actual things and also information and know about things, you're never gonna discover, like, how could you discover the plot that's happening around you when they control every avenue of information? You have to read between the lines. But I define existence, I'm divine. I think that is a super important part of that line, because even though this is happening and they make you feel worthless or they put you in these positions, you are the one that ultimately defines who you are and what you do in this world. You define existence. You're divine. You're godlike. You're creating your future. You regardless of whether you felt you had no control, you were creating your past, and the present doesn't even exist. Like, so it's one of those things. It's like, just, know your worth, know that you're creating your future, and you are divine. You are the God of your own universe. I don't know if that's blasphemous to some of you, but if me saying that you're incredible is blasphemous, then pigs roll up and treat us like we're swine. So that has a lot of contrast to it, because we're divine beings, we're creating our path, and then pigs roll up and treat us like we're swine. So you know who the pigs are. And swine, it's just another play of pigs, and it's ironic that they roll up and they treat us like what they are, or what none of us are really, because I'm not a pig, and frankly we should treat pigs better. Chains and whips is artificial bonds, and a basic bitch get father if she's fine, and dumb nigga smarter if he shines, and we're convinced that money equals time. Chains and whips is artificial bonds. So in the past we were literally in chains and being whipped, and now we have chains and whips, and they're artificial bonds, because we don't realize that the pursuit of these monetary things and the pursuit of these things that really have no actual value, it locks us in this mind state and in this system that just leaves us shackled to expectations and public perception, and just this pursuit of just, yeah, it's it's shitty, we're more slaves now mentally, and it's crazy when you see it, man. It's crazy. And a basic bitch get farther if she's fine. A dumb nigga smarter if he shines. One, I don't like using bitch in general. I use it for emphasis and just out of conditioning, obviously, but I'm not proud of it when I see it. But a basic bitch get farther if she's fine. And it's true and it's sad, like if you are, if you have zero talent, but you were born with a body and you post that, you're probably going to get more attention than someone who actually cultivated a skill. I'm not saying that having a body isn't upkeep and the chicks that thrive off of just there are levels to it, and obviously, more power to you. It just sucks to see that the easier route is given to an aesthetic surface appeal, and someone who develops actual, insane talent gets less, notoriety and likes than someone that just twerks that ass like a champ. And a dumb nigga smarter if he shines. And that goes back to the chains and whips line, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, the contrast between a male and a female. This dude doesn't need to be an upstanding dude, or he doesn't need to be someone that has, ambitions and goals, or a lot of things, or, himself set up. But if you shining, if you got dope clothing, or if you got the jewelry, you got other things, and the perception of you, at least to the, some people that we're familiar with, not everybody in the world is going to think you're better, especially the people who really have wealth. I think they're just going to be like, look, another one with change and jewelry. But we have this thing that, like, we need to get that, and that's going to make us glow. That's going to improve our worth if we have more jewelry and things like that. So it's just it's unfortunate that we don't see our worth without those things often. We're convinced that money equals time. Now that line is like, there's this book that I read that talks about language and how important it is to understand the power of language. Like, even for instance, like if we're having an argument, and an argument, there's defense, there's offense, there's someone who wins. It's like a battle, and it's phrased like a war. And that way, it's like there's a victor, there's a loser. It feels it feels like conflict, and that's because of the words we use with it, opposed to viewing it like a dance where we're both finding each other's rhythm and finding that copacetic place that we could both coexist in. And it moves beautifully. That's how arguments should go. And the same thing with money and time. We always say money is time, money is time, money is time, and now we equate our time to money and not realizing our time is priceless. It's the only thing that we can't get back. And people, if you get paid $8 an hour or $10 an hour, now you have a finite amount of hours in your life. Like, you really do. Like, you don't live forever. So you're really saying that an hour worth of your life that if you knew how many hours you had left, you're saying that hour's worth $20, bro. Like, it's just weird to look at it that way. It's got to be deeper than the money, and they got us trapped in that mind state. And yeah, this is where it gets deep. Knock that nigga out. Daddy told me how. Facts. Confident as fuck. Mama gonna be proud. Facts. Diamonds in the rough. Got the glowy out. Facts. Diamonds in the rough. We be the diamonds in the rough. My dad told me how to knock niggas out. My mom be proud of me. And we diamonds that don't really realize our shine yet. That's the hook. I fuck these ramen niggas up. Itadakimasu. Bitch, I be the nicest nigga. What? Next is probably God, huh? Our society is fucked. Gotta get a job, even one that leave you slump just so you survive, yeah. I fuck these ramen niggas up. Itadakimasu. That one is like, holy shit, that was a burp. I watch a lot of anime, and in that Japanese culture, they eat a lot of ramen, and before they eat, they say itadakimasu, and that basically means thank you for the food. So I fuck these ramen, like rhyming, but ramen, like ramen noodles, niggas up, itadakimasu. So that's just a play on my, anime thing, and saying like, I eat other rappers, and which is such a weird thing to say. I eat other rappers. Bitch, I be the nicest nigga. What? Next is probably God. That's just me being confident. Again, blasphemous lines. And I'm just saying, like, if I'm saying next is God, then that goes to show what I think of myself. Our society is fucked, gotta get a job, yeah, even one that leave you slumped, just so you survive. Yeah, that line's correlating back to the money equals timeline, and yeah, our society is fucked. It is. Like, I don't think we realize how messed up this system is, and on top of that, you gotta get a job, even one that leave you slumped, just so you survive. Like, it's a fact. Like, most people don't accomplish their dreams. Most people don't even have dreams or have the capacity to think about what they actually want to do while they're caught up in this rat race and just trying to survive. And most of us don't even get out of that survival level of existence. We're always trying to survive. It's very few people, or the minority of people, that get to actually think about life beyond survival. Once you get out of your survival state, then you can start thinking about what you really want out of it. But even by that time, you probably built up a life that was, you know, catered to this 9-to-5 that you probably hated but was stable. So, you know, so it's hard existing in this society when you have dreams and when you want to pursue it, because you got to go against the grain, and that's just going to cause you so much difficulty just to have something that you should be able to pursue in the first place. So yeah, this can be life. Drink a little water, giving me life. All up in your daughter, never seen the light. Getting caught up my ability. Spike, duck 12, my agility. Nice, duck 12, it's the middle of the night and I missed it. Insomniac, looking further for the zombie act. Feeling dead because my mommy's at where the common cats lay heads and I'm not with that. This can't be life. You know, the previous line, like, you have to get a job just to survive. Like, this can't be life. Drink a little water, giving me life. So it's the simple things, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even drink water, fam. Like, how you not drink water? So drink a little water, giving me life. All up in your daughter, never seen the light. I think that one is like, you know, it's still painting those parallels of chasing like certain things, and you know, if I'm inside of somebody, there's no light there. But there should be. I'm saying there should be the light inside of us. So that one has a lot of entendres. Sometimes I write just for me, like, because like I don't think you guys are gonna understand every nuance. That's why I'm doing the breakdowns. But yeah, man, it's like, you know, okay, so all of me and daughter, never seen the light. Getting caught up, my ability spike. You know, getting caught up on feelings. You know, you do these things. But my ability spiked, getting caught up, and that means, you know, you allow yourself to break down some walls and have some emotional clarity, and that spikes your abilities, man. You gotta be able to connect to people. So duck 12, my agility, nice. Duck 12 is the middle of the night and I missed it. 12 is just another word for cops. I don't know if people still, I wrote this song like a year ago. So I don't know if people are still saying that, but it's just another word for cops. So duck 12, my agility, nice. You know, because if you're running from the cops, you know, you gotta be agile, I assume. And this goes back to the yoga line in the beginning. So everything's about being limber. Duck 12 is the middle of the night and I missed it. I'm just saying the duck 12 again, but flipping it and using it to mean something else. So duck 12 is the middle of the night and I missed it. 12 a.m. And I say insomniac, looking further for the zombie act. Feeling dead because my mommy's at where the common cats lay heads and I'm not with that. So insomniac, like, you know, duck 12 is the middle of the night. Insomniac, looking further for the zombie act. So, you know, when you're really dead and you're acting lethargic, it's like a zombie, but feeling dead because my mommy's at where the common cats lay heads and I'm not with that. Like, that shit eats in my heart, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about the rest of you guys. Maybe a lot of you watching this are rich. I don't know, but you know, growing up and even now, like being where we're at, like seeing my mom, like she's such a strong person, and seeing my family like going through everything they've been through, which, you know, a lot of people have been through similar things or whatever it is, and we all grew up in poverty, but you know, I don't know if it's things that's been implanted in me or whatever it is, but I genuinely, like, it eats in me that my family got to be in the hood, or that we still got to be in these places and where common people are. And there's nothing wrong with the common person, but I put my mom above that, I put myself above that, I put my family above that, and I put you all above common people. You know, you have to realize your worth and realize that we are meant, like, I like to think of things back in like medieval times, and if this was medieval times, you know, certain places would be the slums and we'll be considered peasants. And they don't call us that, but they treat us like that. And you know, when you're born and you know your worth, and someone puts you in a situation that's indicative of being a peasant, you feel that shit. And I do, and it irks. Then it goes back, I've been deprived, the drift inside my mind, revealed the plot that sits inside the lines, but I define existence, I'm divine, the pigs roll up and treat us like we're swine, chains of whips is artificial binds, basic bitch can father if she's fine, dumb nigga smarter if he shines, and we're convinced that money equals time, knock that nigga out, daddy taught me how, I broke all that down already. This song wasn't too heavy in entendres and on things like that. I was just explaining where my mind state was at the time and a little entendres here and there and where I was going with it. Yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the lyric breakdown. I'll be doing a lot more of these, and I'll try to keep them short. Some songs I have really in-depth entendres and things like that I gotta be broken down, which will probably bring you guys a lot of light. And if you guys have anything that you guys want me to do in this thing, like whether it's you know, break down my mind state at the time or other stuff, you know, just comment down below and let me know what you guys want me to do. And yeah, I appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram, Dragons of Rivers. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please keep watching Shine. We're trying to get it to 100,000 streams by the end of this week. It's Shine Week. And yeah, we're going to have a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And I got a lot more stuff coming for you guys. I'm going to do this pretty consistently. We're going to do some lyric breakdowns, and it's going to get better. It's going to get fun. And I love all of you. And know your worth. Shine your light in this world. And I got to come up with an outro.